Hello, hello, hello. A little bit of a late start this morning. But that's alright. That's alright. That's okay, because I'll be here anyways. Alrighty. Oh, I'm tired. Fucking kill me. I take that as you're not feeling any better, martial art. Maybe slightly. Hard to say. We've been sick for like what, 3 days now? At least for me, a moderate flu has like a 3-day time period. Morning, White Ray. Happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. Right now I'm just sitting here staring at the chat window waiting for the energy to come to me. I'm also thinking about what it is I have to do now. Well, my brain isn't really braining right now, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing is working on the vest a bit more, then work on the skirt. I'm just gonna work on the rest of the clothing articles. Isabelle's complete. Not yet. Sick from Monday, but I got vomit and stomach pain since Tuesday. Shit, this is lasting longer for you. Increase the tension on the backrest of my chair. I'm doing Digby yet? No, I don't think we're gonna do Digby. I think it's just gonna be Isabelle. Put the desk away. These buttons. I'll leave them white like that. These buttons are like white. But I think they would be better. It's kind of like gold yellowish color, but they're also white. We'll see. I feel like making this white as well is like too much white here, so we'll do this. Do be making the buttons white. Oh god. So that here, let's move that up. Oh boy. I think I'm a lot tired than I imagined. Monster Hunter game a good way to roleplay as Senshi from Dungeon Meshi since you can eat monsters there? I guess, yeah. But it's like eating food in Monster Hunter. First of all, make sure you already like literally just like had lunch or dinner, because the food animation in base camp is just gonna make you hungry. It's gonna make you very hungry. Have you seen it before? Martial art? Have you seen the ridiculous that is the food animations in Monster Hunter? A bit, yeah. It has no right looking that good. It just makes you hungry. But usually yeah, so you would go to the kitchen in the base camp, and assuming in wilds it's like the same, you'll like bring certain ingredients, and then like they make the food for your character to eat, and it gives you like some buffs and status changes for like your upcoming hunt, things like that. It counters my stomach pain and vomit. We're gonna skip this one for now. Maybe. Theo wants to, but her PC can't handle the new Monster Hunter. While she was playing the previous Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter World, her CPU was hitting like 100%. And we were telling her that's not good. That's how you get your PC to like freeze. So for the moment, she's missing out on the new Monster Hunter. I heard the only thing you will be cooking is your PC. Pretty much. Shit. You know, making good progress, like really good progress on Isabelle here. this rate, I'll probably be nearly done with her before my trip this coming Friday. Tom Nook daily Pisces session to pay her rent. Oh my god. If I maintain this pace, I'll be pretty set. I might not say the most girl power thing. Okay, we'll do that. Then grab this and do that. Okay, don't take it too far now. Be careful there. Lazy mouse. Man, my brain is working really slow today. Brain working mega slow. Grapes right too, and they're sweet. I highly doubt you've seen this show. It's an American comedy show, or it was. Like, I want to say maybe over a decade and a half ago. The show is called The Whitest Kids You Know. You ever heard of it? The white kids? Yeah, the whitest kids you know. That's the name of the show. It's a comedy show, like a comedy skit show. I'm guessing you haven't heard of it. Is this a racist show? No, it's not. But there is this one skit. It's one comedy skit they did on the show, where it's like a boardroom meeting for making like a new cereal. I forget the name of the cereal, but that doesn't look good. Forget the name of the cereal in the skit, but if you remember what like old cereal commercials are like, even cereal commercials now, it's like you got the mascot for the cereal, like, oh, hey kids and whatever, and like, you know, bringing the cereals to the kids and things like that. And the mascot for this grape flavored cereal was like this the difference between white Americans, freaking Slavic people, is big as Pacific Ocean. Wait, what? The difference between white Americans and freaking Slavic people is as big. You mean to say is as big as the Pacific Ocean? Well, I mean, well, anyways, anyways, um, what was I saying again? Right. So the cereal commercial, grapes, and the mascot for the grape commercial starts like freaking out the kids and their mom and chasing them around, and is like, "Come on, kids, I'm gonna grape ya." And the boardroom members like, whoa. And the guy pitching like, what? It's like, come on, this you can't be serious right now. He's like, what? He's like, he's saying he's gonna grape them. It's like, well, yeah, he's a grape. Like that whole idea was like the concept of the whole joke. And then like at the very end of the joke, like the very end of the skit, the guy presenting the idea to the boardroom members, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, the mascot name will be the Grapist." And they're like, "No, no." This is just a stupid little comedy show from like the early 2010s. Yeah, like the whole point of the joke is like the boardroom members are trying to get the guy who's presenting the cereal idea to understand why it's a bad idea. What does that have to do with white people? No, stop focusing on the name. The show is just called that because the guys that came up with the show are just like really white guys. The name of the show has nothing to do with the joke. From that skit. I'll post the video of that skit later on in the Discord. It's been a while since I've seen that video. It's just like a episode after episode of like just really dumb skits. Like dumb comedy skit. There was one dumb comedy skit of like of those like Nerf super soakers. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but like those water guns, the super soakers. They were making a joke on those commercials where it's like the kids like getting like one-upping each other with a super soaker until eventually like one kid just gets a nuke and launches a nuke at his next door neighbor. Just stupid stuff like that. Yeah, this one I don't know if you would quite get, because do you know what a super soaker is? Have you seen a super soaker or are familiar with them? Yeah, it's a water pistol, but it's like the commercials for like this specific brand of super soakers for like, I don't want to say like the past 3 decades. There's always like this like high octane commercial, and these kids like rah with their like super soaker guns, and like they're shooting each other with it. They were just like joking on that, but the kid eventually gets his hands on a real nuke. It was we're like Uganda and we don't have water guns. No, no, it's not. It's not that you don't have water guns. I'm saying like if you've seen this specific commercial from this specific maker of a water gun, because for like the past 3 decades, their commercials for that has like always been the same. So that's why I was asking if you've seen that specific kind of water gun commercial. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because the commercial always be like, no one advertises water guns. See, that's what I'm getting at. That's the cultural difference that I'm getting at. It's the commercial is always like these kids playing like a war battle with each other, and then when the company Nerf makes a new super soaker, a new kid comes into the commercial with the new and improved gun, and he's destroying the competition. So then they joked with that by the kid coming in with like a legit nuke, the super soaker nuke. All boxes checked. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke. They just took it to like the next level by joking that the kid has a nuke. See, now you're getting it. Now you're starting to catch up to speed. You're no longer getting hung up on the name for some reason. You're starting to get it. Specifically, the only like toy gun advertisements is from that company Nerf for their water guns and the guns that shoot those little foam cylinders with the suction cup at the end so that it sticks to the surface of whatever you shoot. American family hunt alligator for food. Okay, that's not that widespread. That is not a very common thing. Not in the slightest. I'd say even for the southern areas, that is not that common. This is the most American thing you saw in a while. I do wonder what gator tastes like. I have seen people unironically say that it does taste like chicken. You're starving. Oh, God. I like watching some American Pokemon. Yeah, that's definitely not common. Shit. Alright, we're gonna skip this. Well, I mean, if you're hunting, you're definitely thinking about eating it, so. Well, I mean, it's a sport, you know, hunting. It's a sport in which you get to eat what you hunt. You could say the same thing about fishing. It's like, why not just go buy fish? Ish. Because a fish won't bite my head off like an alligator. An alligator won't bite your head off. As long as you don't do anything stupid like put your head in the alligator's mouth, it's not gonna bite your head off. You're thinking of crocodiles, not alligators. Same thing? No, not the same thing. Very much not the same thing. The only reason why you would ever read a story about somebody dying to an alligator is because they did something incredibly stupid, like quite literally walking up to the alligator. Like every story you see about somebody dying to an alligator, they did something stupid like that. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm gonna go pet it. And then they died. Meanwhile, a crocodile, what they do is they will go after you. Crocodiles will go after you. They'll see something that's moving and think to itself, dinner. Whereas an alligator would see something moving and be like, man, get away from me, and run away. Alligators tend to run away from things. Crocodiles tend to go after and intentionally kill and eat the thing that they see. You guys are like, no, horses are friends, we ride in them. And then you guys pull up a pickup truck, sniper rifle, shooting the biggest reptiles in the world, point blank shot. Because of exactly what I just said. Alligators will run away. The fact that you're saying like these people are going up point blank with a gun further proves my point. Alligators, if you don't walk up to them, they're not dangerous. As long as you're not stupid, they're not dangerous. And we don't really have crocodiles in the US. You could be like us and eat horses. Horses are like a very expensive pet to people here. So that'll be a big fat no. You know what's the nickname for alligators in over here in the south of the United States? The most common nickname for alligators are swamp puppies. Nope, swamp puppies. Because of exactly what I was saying earlier. They are really not like dangerous, come after you, you are my snack kind of animal. I mean, don't be dumb and try to like, I'm gonna go swim in a lake filled with alligators. That's dumb. Don't do that. But at the same time, they're not gonna chase after you. Unless if you do something stupid. I'm telling you, that is not a common thing. It is very much not a common thing. Even in the American South, that is not a common thing. What you saw was a very exceptional American family. Do Australians eat kangaroo? I highly doubt it. You know, funny thing is, between a kangaroo and an alligator, you should be more afraid of the kangaroo. I don't understand it since it's more just like a very big rabbit. Have you seen kangaroos? Have you seen kangaroos? They are not just a very big rabbit. How can you look at a kangaroo and be like, oh, it's just a very big rabbit? Are you crazy? They have a torso area like a freaking bodybuilder. I cannot look at a kangaroo and see overdeveloped shoulders and overdeveloped like chest muscles and be like, yeah, that's just a rabbit. What? How can you look at that and be like, yeah, that's just an overgrown rabbit? You kidding me? Rabbit on steroids. No, I just see when I look at a kangaroo, what pops in my head is like some kind of some like human bodybuilder turned animal. I don't see a rabbit. I see a hopping death machine. That's what I see. Rabbit for a bodybuilder, still a rabbit. No. I think you need to come back to your senses after your fever, martial arts. I don't know if it's because of the highlight, but no, this is too low. I know what a kangaroo looks like. You know, funny thing about an alligator, if you can manage to get your hand underneath an alligator's jaw and push it up, they will not be able to open up their mouth. Like, they physically cannot open their mouth. If you manage to put your hand like underneath their jaw and just moderately push it up, they can't open it. They have like almost zero power in opening their jaw. I would understand it faster if somebody would want to eat a kangaroo. But you know, there's plenty of people that eat reptiles in general around the world, right? Like, it's not that uncommon of a dish to eat. a reptile or an amphibian. Like, do you find it wild that people eat frogs? Yeah, it's because they are French. The French are not the only ones that eat frog. They're not the only ones. Really? Yeah, really. France is not the only place in the world that has frogs. As a matter of fact, there's more frogs in other parts of the world than in France. Especially in places that are a lot more tropical. Yeah, what happened to my music? Hey, Anna-kun. でっか。そうね。Nice and big. I can understand eating bugs, but I can't understand amphibians and reptiles. Why not? Meat is meat. Big nice. ありがとう、えのくん。ありがとう。お尻もでっかすぎる。I don't know, unless you would cook it for me, then I would eat it. Man, all this time you've been going on like, oh, reptiles, oh, lizard, oh, and then you just come out, oh, then if you cook it, I'll eat it. Come on, man. Okay, so let's take care of her sleeves. Let me put her over here. Stuns. Do. Okay, sleeves. Man, you're going for the past like 20 minutes being like, what? Gators? Huh? Lizards? Huh? How could you eat such things? Huh? And then you go, well, if you cook it for me, I'll eat it. Get out of here, modular. Let's see. Let's move this up. And then wait, you don't like peeling oranges? Why don't you like peeling oranges? Well, I don't know if anybody that specifically likes peeling oranges, but I guess I should say, what do you have against peeling your own oranges? It is tedious. You lazy son of a... I'm thinking over here is like, I don't like the texture on my hands or something like that. And you're like, it's tedious. You can peel an orange in like 2 seconds. Ah. No. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. 1, 2. I'm not going to be judged by a person who has never eaten herring. Well, too bad. You're being judged by a person who's never eaten herring. Deal with it. I don't need to eat herring to know that complaining about peeling an orange being tedious is just lazy. Let's take this and then, okay. I need more subdivisions. It's 1 million. Then you're herring and oil and onion. Okay. You say that like I haven't eaten any other dish that has oil and onions. Clearly, again, well, I know. I'm assuming, depending on the type of oil, onion and fish will make, at least I'm assuming, a pretty stinky breath. Hey, Mr. E Fridge. Which is a plus. Not yet. Not yet, but we still have 3 years and 9 months. So yeah. So far, how you doing, Mr. E Fridge? Doing fine? Good. Doing fine as well. Did you Slavic dumping with cabbage and mushrooms? Wait, did you what? Did you like? Did you try? Did you what? Did you eat? I don't think so. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think so. No, I don't like any of this. Undo it all. When you go through the possible words, you remind me of Hector trying to communicate in Breaking Bad. You're calling me freaking Hector? Man, what do you eat in this America? You people are starving. Where I live in the US, there isn't many Slavic people around me. Other parts of the US there is. Where I live in the US, there is not. What is mostly around me is a lot of Hispanic, a lot of Indian, and a lot of Chinese. So very little Eastern European around me. It's either Indian, Chinese. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say the third one. Hispanic. Indian, Chinese, or Hispanic. So one of the major cities. I don't live in a major city, but I live near a major city. They're getting the pets. Man, that whole thing, like, especially, like, was so stupid. While I lived in Florida, there were a lot of Haitians around me. And Haitian food was so damn good. It was so fucking good. But the problem of it, because it was so good, it puts you to sleep afterwards. Like near the college I was going to, there was this small Haitian restaurant that I went to. It's like ordering, like, you know, takeout food, and oh, so good. But I could tell, like, it was also so bad for you. It was like so fattening, but it was so damn good. And you fall asleep so hard afterwards because of like the heavy amount of like fat that's in there. Same thing with like Filipino food. Filipino food is also so good. But probably not good to eat all the time because it'll probably make you fat. You'll get overweight. But it was so damn good. Maybe took a page in a Chinese book. No, it was just normal chicken and pork. The rice too. The rice was like so creamy. I think my issue here is I need more. I need more topology. I think that's my issue. That's what they want you to think. I can't get fat. The central starvation, my science says, will protect me. No, you will. You will. Nobody. If you ever have the opportunity to visit the United States, you will gain weight. You will. You'll see that this whole Slavic superiority genes is nothing but a myth. You will get fat. Here's hey, the new, how you doing? Here's proof. Long time ago, I knew this guy from Czechoslovakia. Like, he was legit fresh in America from Czechoslovakia. He was in the process of acquiring his green card. And he was talking about how he, in the span of just a few weeks, ended up gaining 10 pounds. Simply just being in America. He's your next door neighbor, martial art. He's from Czechoslovakia. He's like, I had to start limiting my portions because the weight was starting to pile on fast. He said, as I put on an inch layer of ice cream in my bagel. Czech Republic or Slovakia? Think more from the Czech Republic side, if I remember correctly. And see, and the reason why, no matter where, no matter what your ethnicity may be, where in the world you come from, the reason why you'll get fat, or at least put on weight, is because our portions are just way too big. Portions of everything is just too big. As you meant in the 1970s, then my bad. Yeah, no. If I remember my history correctly, the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia split up to be the Czech Republic and then Slovakia. You guys are bit fat fucks. We used to be, but we are no longer the fattest country in the world. Hey, justice for 2D feet. Thanks for the follow. Nice name. Justice for 2D feet. Okay, you know, just for you. It ain't quite 2D, but it's feet. Just for you. My country has 30% of youth suffering from overweight. I can't remember which country it is now that took the title of having like the most overweight. I don't know how my country pulled this clutch. But yeah, I know for the longest time it was us. It was the US. We were the fattest sorry sacks in the world. But not anymore. Yay! Our portions are still too big. When I went to my friend's wedding in Italy, you know, also made like a little vacation out of it. I brought my mother with me, and like in the United States, you know, when you're ordering a drink, you're given the options small, medium, and large. But to anybody else that's not American, the American small, medium, large for the rest of the world is more like a medium, large, extra large for the rest of the world. So I remember, like, you know, waiting at a train station. We were going to take the train to Rome. My mom went to like some cafe that was like in the train station, and she asked for a small coffee, you know, in her mind thinking American small. And they're like, okay, sure. Yeah, they make the small coffee for her. But the small coffee that they had in Italy, small, was like less than half a cup. As God intended it. Martial art, are you aware of the 7-Eleven Big Gulp? Have you heard of the 7-Eleven Big Gulp? No? Oh boy. Let me show you this monster of a drink. Did they make cup holders in the car for this? No. At least not that I know of. It's too big. And I don't know about I don't know. Let's do ounces to liters. Okay. We'll have a normal white woman for scale to show you how big this is. We don't have 7-Eleven in my country. Is it good? I mean, some people love it. I don't think it's good. Okay, here we go. I have a white woman for scale. This is the 7-Eleven Big Gulp. It's a refillable drink, a refillable soft drink container that you can fill up at 7-Eleven. I just had 90% of my daily saturated fat in one snack. It's about 1 liter refillable. I don't know if it's refillable now, but I remember it used to be refillable. If it's not, I don't think you'll need a refill of that cup. What is the conversion rate? Every 4.5 feet is when I was in college, my roommate had like a bunch, like a few dozen of these cups in his car. And like every time I would like catch a ride with him to class, I was like, dude, why? There would be so many of these big gulps. But yeah. A bunch of white women. That whole cup is about 1 liter, like just shy of 1 liter. Does the white woman come with the drink? No, she does not. But yeah, in case if you're wondering, it's definitely not good for you. All right, Isabelle, your head is getting in my way. It's almost as big as 1.5 liters of vodka in my country. Damn, this is just not working out that well, is it? Maybe if I just go for like 1 deep. One deep fold. No. I'll just leave it more softer. In case you wonder, no way my fizzy sugar drink can do any harm. When I was also like traveling in Italy, they had some interesting soda. Like at this one pizza shop, I decided to try it just because it sounded interesting. A ginger soda, and I'm not talking like ginger ale, like the actual like ginger flavor in a carbonated form. It wasn't bad, but it was interesting because like the aftertaste was like 100% ginger. Like as soon as you drink, it's like, yeah, it tastes like soda. But then once you swallow that liquid down, you were left with this aftertaste of like almost pure ginger. Wasn't bad. Damn it. Oh, I was completely off of that aiming. Don't do all that. My 500-pound lifestyle. That was, or is that still a TV show? Man, I swear that channel is evil. That TV network just making shows out of people's struggle in their lives. It's diabolical. Where is the smile face? Wait, talking about this? Talking about this? Talking about this? Talking about this? You're 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 talking about this? Was that the smile? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Remove her head. Oh. Oh, you're right. Okay. We'll fix that. We'll fix that right now. Yeah, it got painted over when I made everything yellow. I was 40 seconds 40 seconds behind. YouTube is really lagging behind. Wait. Are you sure you're alive, Mr. E-Fridge? I know sometimes you'll be like kicked out from like a real-time live and you're actually like watching. I was not live. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Why is that shape not something like a sphere? But this neck? This is the neck. This is not the back of the head. That's the neck. Then we got the head. Then we got the back of the head. There we go. Fixed it. Got the smiley back. Eee. Okay. You know what? This is looking a little too flat. Need to learn ZBrush one day. I've already saw the 7 Cs. I mean, it doesn't have to be ZBrush. It could also be Blender. The program is not as important as the knowledge. I'd say the knowledge is more important. Yeah, but Blender isn't industry standard. Fair enough. Yeah, if you're trying to get a job in the industry, then that's true. Oh, hold on. Adjusting my headphones. Ow, my finger. If I were to get a job through sculpting one day, I'd want to learn ZBrush. I mean, yeah, it does help your chances. But I mean, you'd be surprised. I had a buddy of mine used to work at a very well-known game studio. I won't say which one, but I'll definitely say like the studio he worked on, you know, makes a game that everybody knows and a lot of people enjoy. Like a lot of people. And no, not Blizzard. And you know, he does what I do, sculpt characters. So the person they hired for the character team primarily works in Blender. And this is a top of the line AAA game studio. Top of the line. And the artist that they hired doesn't really use ZBrush. He uses Blender. So that's what I'm saying. It's the tool is just a tool. What's more important is the knowledge and skill. Because if this studio, which is a top of the line AAA studio, was willing to hire a character artist that works primarily in Blender, then Ubisoft and their cheap ass? No, not Ubisoft. The studio I'm talking about is a studio that nobody has any complaints really about their games. FromSoft, not in Japan, in the United States. Black Cliff, no. I'm not in Europe. No, there's plenty to complain about Obsidian. There's plenty to complain about them. Todd Howard is a person, not a game studio. You know, all memes aside, I hear that he's actually a pretty good boss, Todd Howard. From what I heard. Yeah, I was in the chess club. It just works. I feel like, let's see. I mean, you can say whatever about, like, you know, Bethesda as a company's business decision. But the man himself, from what I understand, is actually a pretty good boss. But again, these are just things that I've heard. Boss? Boss? Zbrush or Blender should really matter so long you shouldn't really matter so long as you get the OBJ FBX out of it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why the studio I'm talking about was like, had no problem hiring somebody into the character art team that only works in Blender. And you can't even say my name. What do you mean I can't even say your name? What is this song? The Invisible? The Invisible? I don't think I know this song. This song, I don't think I know it. Metal Gear Solid? Still a nightmare to share each other's work file. You're talking about from like that meme that you posted the other day? That you're talking about that Duran Duran song? Ah, that's Duran Duran. Are you a minerals guy or a team rock guys? They're minerals, Marie. Minerals. Invisible. Yeah, okay. You're talking about that Duran Duran song. Yeah. It's not a Miller song. That's Duran Duran. Salt is my favorite mineral. A bunch of rocks. Minerals, Marie. All right, I need to keep in mind that this needs to remain soft. What is your favorite rock or mineral? I don't know. A shiny one? There's just something about this that's just bothering me. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe I need to pull this down a bit. I never thought about it. Never thought like about a favorite rock. Oh, I'm sorry. A favorite mineral. Excuse me. Mineral. Favorite mineral. Maybe what's bothering me is, let me soften that out there. And then you can eat it, it is good. What? Let's take the damn standard. It's too big. Spicy food, healthy or not? I think the only benefit of spice, like spicy, like hot spicy, is that it clears your sinuses up. That's it. Any other like minerals that you can get out of like hot spice, you can get from like pretty much any plant-based food. Okay, I think something like that. So unhealthy. No, not unhealthy. There's nothing unhealthy about spices. Usually when you're like asking like what's healthy about it, you're asking like what's the benefit. And the only benefit I can think of is that it clears up your sinuses. as it wrecks your pancreas, stomach, guts, and all. Well, anything in excess is never good. So just don't be excessive with it. Should I keep this as like a hi, like, you know, she's like waving hi, or let's see. Carbon dioxide aren't that bad. Carbon dioxide, you're hitting me with some scientific terms now. Wait, hold on. Before I continue, let me save. Let me save. Put the hand in the O shape, like, well, like the OK sign. Bread, noodle, pasta, rice. Ah, so just like foods that are just like primarily carbs. And make her push the inside of her cheek with her tongue. Ah, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. She's a hard-working dog. We won't do that to her. All right, let's try. You ever see the grapefruit lady video? The infamous grapefruit lady video. No, and I don't think I want it. It's safe. It's on YouTube. No, I want to split this. And I'm starting to get into the closing the fingers. I want to split this. Delete lower. Keep your graping ladies away from me. I'm sure if you watch the grapefruit lady video, you'd probably look at it, raise an eyebrow, and go, you know, I can get sticky with this. This I can get sticky with. Split hidden. Then we'll just reconstruct. This I can get sticky with. Oh, that movie, I swear. Fuck. No. This is going the wrong way. I mean, more like... this. No, one thing when it comes to like posing fingers on a hand, there's such range to like fingers and hands, and the form of the hand like changes quite drastically. So when you're posing hands, don't be afraid to like, after like, you know, pose all these fingers, like, oh, there's all these gaps in between the fingers. It's not like that. Don't be afraid to just like take the entire finger and just like move it over, because you're probably gonna have to anyways. Did you eat caviar? I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Can't say they're for me. I don't know why some people go crazy over caviar. Before you even say it, I like seafood. I like fish, I like crabs, I like lobsters, I like shrimp. And caviar is like, eh. Caviar and escargot. No, this finger is angled wrong. I have never eaten crab. Really? It's tasty. Both fresh and saltwater crab. I think I prefer saltwater crab a bit more. But I think I would also prefer like lobster over crab. But the one thing annoying about eating either lobster or crab is just how messy it gets. You know, you find it tedious to peel an orange. You were just saying that at the beginning of the stream, martial art. You find it tedious to peel an orange. Then I guaranteed you couldn't be arsed to like break open a crab and eat it. You gotta break that sucker up if you want to be able to eat it. I've never eaten lobster either. Yeah. I would eat with armor. You would not. You'd cut your mouth open. Have you eaten shrimps like this? Yeah, shrimps have like the very soft exoskeleton. It's like very soft. You cannot eat the exoskeleton of a crab or a lobster. You will cut your mouth. You have to break them open. And since you were talking about you're too lazy to peel an orange, you will definitely be too lazy to crack open a crab and a lobster. Mouth is hardened through sheer power of communism and bullshit. Everything you're saying right now is definitely bullshit. If you swallowed it whole. that will be a very hard stool to pass. Ooh, I like the finger pointing like that. Yeah, but you see how there's like all these like weird little gaps like that? Like the hand doesn't do that when you start putting that position, like the fingers get closer together. So eventually I'm just gonna start lumping these fingers together. Move this one down like that. What happened to my music? My music. There it is. Move this up a little bit more and move it like that. See, getting to the point now, we're just moving these fingers. It's gonna shorten the width of the palm as well. That is a-okay. Maybe I need to curl in the pinky a little bit more. You know, I'm slowly, like, behind the scenes, offline, for the past, I want to say like 3 months or so. I've gone back to basics, practicing my art fundamentals through drawing, with the ultimate goal to just skip that beginning phase of doing the whole T poses, and to get my figures to be more sculptural, a little less technical as I am right now, and more sculptural. And this is pointing the wrong way, or actually, yeah, more like that. So that's something I'm currently working on behind the scenes. And usually by doing it that way, being more sculptural, I don't have to be like readjusting like a hand that's like this over here, just open, and then just, you know, going through this process, I'll just sculpt the hand in the pose that I want. And I'm not saying that I can't do that now. It's just that I want to improve so I can do it. I can do that better than what I currently can do. My original train of thought of going through that whole T-pose stage was that if I ever want to return to this character to do another thing with them, like another sculpt, I'll have a base I can work from. Which sounded good in theory, but in practice, I don't really do that. And then when I do want to think about doing another sculpt of a character I've done, I'm just like, I'll do it from scratch again. Part of that's because I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy, I'll do it from scratch again. Trying to cover up some of these like small gaps. You know, it'll be easier for the whole like 3D printing part. If there's no gaps. Oh, fingers. Working on the fingers. This brush is great. This is probably one of the best things they've added to Zbrush in recent years. This move infinite depth brush. Such a good brush. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, it's almost time for me to stand up and stretch. It's been, oh, it's almost 2 hours. Almost getting up to the 2 hours. I ate kissel? What's kissel? Let's look it up. It's like warm jelly. Sweet fruit, berry, grains. Oh, it's like frozen jelly. A type of frozen jelly. Or I won't say not frozen, like solidified. Solidified jelly. Dum, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. This finger's fine. Gonna have to work on that hand some more later. Let's give this a save. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Let me put her there like that. There like that. There like that. So you guys have something to look at while I stand and stretch. That's a stretch. All right, so what are you guys just planning for the weekend? You know, yeah. What are you up to? What are you doing? Anything interesting? Yeah. Yeah. You guys doing anything fun? Anything I should know about? Work. I'm playing survival. I will be continuing working on Isabelle over the weekend. I'm actually happy at how fast this is progressing, because I'm not sure if I've mentioned it. Well, I'll definitely make like a Patreon Discord announcement probably on Monday. But on this coming Friday, I will be out of the country. I'm going to Japan. To Japan. And so I'm trying to get Isabelle as close to complete as possible before the trip. I'll still work on her during the trip. I'm gonna bring my iPad with me so I can continue to work on her. But the goal is to have her nearly complete before the trip, so I don't have to do too much. And then when I come back, the only thing I would need to do is to slice her up for 3D printing. Buy me some food. Okay. Forward me your credit card information, your bank account and routing number, and I'll make sure to buy you food. Yes, food. Just DM me your banking info. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The dangers of a very good ergonomic chair is that you sit for way too long. And those 3 magic numbers on the back. All right, the CVV. Get yourself some Milimpan. You know it. How you doing, Mr. Whatever's? Does the word souvenir mean nothing to you? Yeah, I'll get you a souvenir. Just send me that credit card number. Futaro, konbanwa, Futaro. And don't get any Milimpan. It needs to be green. I will enjoy all the cuisine that Japan has to offer me. Takusan Nihon no ryori o taberu. No, tabe shitai? All right, Pee-wee, please bring me some food souvenir. Are you going to Akihabara? Maybe. I will be in Tokyo. Let me see that. Is that... You're asking me what time? Chotto matte. Nan kakan itte kuru no. 14 nichi. 14 days. Let me see. Is it 14 days? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 11. 11 nichi. 11 days. I'll try to take as many pictures as I can. Share it in the Discord. I'm also looking forward to buying some like art supplies over there. Thinking about buying some brush pens. I recommend going to the temple north of Meguro. Let's see. Where is that? So you've been to Japan, Mr. Whateverist? Meguro City. Oh, just just south of Shibuya. What's the name of the temple? If you can get me the name, I can write. I have this like little notepad where I'm writing down like things to check out. Get me the name of the temple, I'll write it down on my notepad. You were there in September? Nice. How busy was it? This is my first time going. Okay. I think I'm done stretching. You know, a lot of people like when they go to Tokyo, they're like, I want to see Mount Fuji. I want to see Mount Fuji. And they end up going to Mount Fuji. But it's like, how are you going to see Mount Fuji if you're so close to it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a mountain that's next to Mount Fuji. And from there, I'll be able to take, hopefully, a nice picture. It was super busy. I took a flight to Osaka thinking it wouldn't be busy in Nintendo World on a Thursday, but nope. Wait, did you manage to get in? Oh wait, that. Are you talking about the Nintendo Museum? Did you manage to get into the Nintendo Museum? I failed at acquiring a ticket to the Ghibli Museum. I failed at acquiring that ticket. No, the theme park. Oh, you went to the theme park. Nintendo Museum wa Tokyo da ne. Wait, not Tokyo, Kyoto. So ne. Kyoto wa 4 日? I will be there for 4 days. Is it? No, Tomaru is stop. Let me see. Kyoto ni 4 日間滞在します。Meijinku Temple. Okay, let me add that to my notes. Where's my notes? Where is it? There it is. Meijinku Temple. That is Tokyo. Just get out of Harajuku Station. Some really nice places to go shopping there too. Kyoto wa 日本人より海岸の人の方が多く見かけるかもしれないね。そうね。Yeah, there's a lot of people in Kyoto. See more foreigners. Yeah, a lot of foreigners. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. 私は 京都周辺のあまり人が訪れない地域を訪れたいのですが、兄弟は主要な観光スポットみたいのです。I want to see like the less traveled areas in like Tokyo and Kyoto to like, get away from the tourist crowds. But my brothers, they want to see the main tourist attractions. So I'm trying to find a balance between them. Oh no, the other Isabelle went away. Should have got a month ago so you can see the snow crafting competition. Sounds pretty neat. I can almost guarantee you this will not be my only trip to Japan. But because I am going with like my brothers and my mother, this will be like a more like, typical first visit to Japan. More than likely the second time I go, I'm probably going to be going by myself. And so like this way I'll really be able to just go to like less travel areas. 京都はあんまりわからないだよね。I think I understood that. 僕も。Me too. I don't know anything about Kyoto. Just don't speak loudly about how nice you had it in Japan. Influencers are ruining for others. I think traveler influencers. I mean, it depends. It's good and bad, right? It's good and bad. Like, a traveling influencer going to a kind of like hole in the wall restaurant kind of deal is like, wow, the food here is amazing, and then that could actually bring in like more business to them. But then at the same time, you can also have like the kind that just do it for clout, don't really care about the local businesses. Kyoto Tower wa Kyoto Station no sugu mae ni aru yo. そうだね。YouTube に京都ステーション見たらすごいステーションだね。めっちゃ大きい。Kyoto Station. I was watching YouTube videos on Kyoto Station because that's the station I'm going to arrive in coming from Tokyo. It's a big station from what I was seeing in YouTube videos. It looks pretty cool. Mecha kakoi Kyoto Station. Very futuristic. You know what I should do? What I should do here. Tokyo Station is a maze. I should visit Tokyo Station. Collapse? Collapse? Bridge crease. There's no collapse? Okay. We'll do this. Collapse. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, this is getting really difficult. I can't say. Uh-oh. Have I eaten seaweed? No, but I'm sure I will soon. Probably in the form of a sushi. Way fucking better than cabbage. I know people do like it. Maybe I have eaten seaweed in a form of sushi before. I probably have then. Come on. Come on, little guy. Here we go. Ramen mo, いろいろ食べるといいよ。そう。僕の兄弟は、たくさん、ラーメン楽しみだ。My brothers are looking forward to eating a lot of ramen. Would you eat dried deep fried bugs? Yeah. In the city near me, there is a museum of natural history. And in the gift shops, it's the only place I've seen it around here. They sell those rock candies with a bug in them. Rock candy insects. One of them was a spider, if I remember correctly. Have you seen ramen I posted on Pio's channel? I don't think so. I don't think I have. Okay, what was I doing here? I was going to close this by doing... Team faux. Is it, do you say faux or fa? Which way do you say Eve? Sea Fridge. Faux fa. Woo! That did not go as planned. Tell me what American thinks of ramen made in Eastern Europe. Well, I am no authority. on ramen. The only ramen I've ever eaten is instant ramen. Top ramen. Food. I'm looking at the picture. Hold on, I have to scroll up. Where's the noodles? Like pho? Pho? It sank. I mean, without seeing the noodles, it looks like a good soup. For real, they're there. E is silent. Pho. 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 Okay, what the hell is happening in here? I remember when I was living in LA, I kept hearing about pho. Did you have some pho? Have some pho? And some pho? And people were like, no, it's pronounced pho. 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 Guys, let's have some pho. Come on, let's go. You live there? I lived in LA for like about a year and a half. I like LA. Why? I was trying to get a job in the game industry. I was like fresh out of college. I like LA. LA is fun. There's always something to do. Like, isn't that place a nightmare? No. The only nightmare about LA, in my opinion, is the traffic. Specifically during the rush hours, during the morning, around lunch, and like right around like 4 or 5 o'clock when everybody's like leaving work to go home. What would normally be a 30-minute drive ends up being a 3-hour drive during rush hour. That's one of the two things that I did not like about LA. But it was genuinely fun to live in LA. Because there's always something to do. Like if you're in LA and you're bored, you're doing something wrong. The second thing I did not like about LA, and this is only really applicable if you are involved or trying to get involved in the entertainment industry, is people have their heads too far up their asses. Is the best way I can describe it. But that's like only really applicable. Well, you'll encounter it a lot more if you're trying to get involved in the entertainment industry, which that's what working in video games is, like entertainment industry. So much like brown nosing and dick riding. But other than that, it's a fun place. Do 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 do. Pop, pop, beep, and pop. Something ain't right, and it's this. Why did that do that? Oh, I see. I see. Weld points. Okay. Let's undo that. I see this. Aha. See. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? You see this? Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Can you believe this? These cheeky ass vertices. Would you look at this? These non-manifold edges thinking they can exist on my mesh? I don't think so. To the shadow realm of you. There we go. Oh shit, what happened here? Hold on. I think this was from one of the mergings. Nope. Whatever. We'll just go straight to here. Trying to make sense out of this garbled mess. Make it make sense. Garbled mess. Okay, I think I see. I am putting way more effort into this than I should, all things considered. All these things kind of like merged in on themselves. All right, this is what we'll do instead. Leave it like that. Bring it back to here. Just double checking what we have. Good. We're going to crease by poly groups. Bring it down the crease level to a 3 so that we can go 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Let me also manually crease this, that, this, that. Let's check what we got. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot those 2 points. I need to delete them. Alrighty. Whoa. Off to the shadow realm of you. Delete hidden. One crease, 2 crease, 3 crease, 4 crease. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, not there. Let's do the inner collar. Boom, bum, pira, para, pura, para, bum. No, now that I think about it, since I'm going this route, let's do that. Delete hidden. Close convex. Huh? I wonder if I can also... good enough. Wait, I wonder if this will give me different results. No bad results. Okay. Take care of that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Let's close this gap right in here. Yeah, right in there, just like that. Duplicate it. Close that as well. A little inflate. And then we Dynamesh. Does not need to be 1,000,000. That's for sure. Does not need to be 1,000,000. Okay, that's better. There we go. Now I have more of a solid shape. I got a hole in here. There we go. Now I got more of a solid, not a hole. As I said, now we got more of a solid shape in here. Solid shape. Still got some polygroups maintained. Like this. Auto group. I'll group this as 1. And then let's Z-remesh. Keep groups 2. Show me what you got, Zbrush. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Not bad. Let me hit this with a high polish to like flatten it out. Not bad, see? Nice, solid, perfect. Solid, so there's no gaps in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Bring this down just a little bit. I don't want to move it in. I just feel like this border was just like a little bit too much. There we go. There we go. Now we'll get to her skirt. Ugh. Skirt. Duplicate. All right, I need to make sure this is like at a thickness of 1. I'll bring it in. At a thickness of 2. I think that's good enough. Now what I need to do is, see, it's like kind of intersecting the mesh there. I need to start moving this out, which is gonna make her ass and everything look even bigger just because I have to like move this shape out so that people can like fit this piece underneath the skirt when assembling. When assembling the model. Let's move you around a bit. Actually, you know what? Maybe what I should do go for that right there. Now, you know what? Let's start right there, and then we'll go to visibility, shrink. Okay, how far should I shrink this? Maybe one more just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I think right there is fine. So we will delete hidden. Where are you? There you are. Delete hidden. Go back to Z modeler. And we will extrude, let's see, perpendicular. Whoops. Extrude perpendicular edge loop. Nope, not quite what I wanted. Not the Megalovania lullaby. Okay, not perpendicular. Let's do planar. Not planar. You know what? How about instead just close? Fills me with too much nostalgia. I'm going to cry. Well, don't worry. The song is done. This is decently straight. I can make it straighter. Well, I'll leave it like that for now. There we go. A nice flat cap on the inside of the skirt will make this much easier for parting. So now the cutoff is down here. So down here is the only area I need to make sure there's enough like tolerance in order to fit her fat ass in this skirt. And then this whole front section over here is fine. Now, when sculpting for print, I like to take these kind of steps ahead of time to make it easy for me when it comes time to split the model up into pieces. But I know like many artists just to prefer to just like make it and then cross that bridge once they get there. Okay, flip. Damn, what a fetish. I do kind of want to lower it up here. It's the top here, it's like a little too much. Fucking spring has come. Spring's in a few days, right? March 21st. I welcome the advent of spring. Ooh, how thin is this? No, that's not 7. Don't give me that bullshit. That's not 7. 1.6. Okay. So that's fine. I do not. Well, too bad. No, it's because of the winter that you are as sick as you are right now. Your beloved winter has made you sick. How do you feel about that? Huh? How do you feel about that, martial art? Huh? I mean, unless if you're into that kind of thing of having pain inflicted on you upon from the things that you like, and you know, that's yours. No, I didn't. Fake news. Yeah, you got sick because of winter. The cold slows down your immune system, making you susceptible to all the bacteria that's floating in the air and all the pathogens that are in front of your face right now. How does it feel to be betrayed by the ones that you call your friends? The winter. Bush, the cold makes it easier to endure fever. The box you open. I came. The warm makes it unbearable. The warm makes your immune system work. The cold makes your immune system slow. The winter that you think is your friend is slowly killing you. Did I change the intensity? No, I didn't. We'll do the same for right here. Is it a Dune reference? That box is like, put your hand in the box or whatever. Or is it a Hellraiser reference? Neither? Ah, so then I didn't get the reference. What are you referencing? Lay it on me. Oh, so I was right for the second one, Hellraiser. No, saying no for Dune. You had to either be Dune or Hellraiser. What is your pleasure? Gotta make sure there's like enough space. He's leaving. The pinhead is no more. Have you watched it since the last time we spoke about it? Martial art, Hellraiser. No, no, you haven't watched it yet. In one of the more recent-ish, I say recent-ish, but this is like 2004. What's his name? I think Chris Evans, the guy that plays Captain America. He's in one of the Hellraiser movies. If you ever want to see him like ripped apart or something. I forget how what happens to him in the movie. I know he dies. But that's like, who doesn't die in a Hellraiser movie? The Black Captain America? No! Chris Evans. Not the Falcon. Who the hell thinks of that character when they think Captain America? When talking about like the Marvel movies. The guy that tries too hard to have people to like him. Me? Well, you're apparently more under the rock than I am. And that's saying something. Because I live under the rock. The rock is me. I was born in it, molded by it. You simply adopted it. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. You're bullshitting me now. You have to be bullshitting me now, aren't you? He was in the Fantastic Four, but he was not Mr. Fantastic. He was the Human Torch. Chris Evans was also in a Fantastic Four movie, but he was not Mr. Fantastic. He was the Human Torch. What are your thoughts on the Maleficent image I drew? Maleficent image you drew. The one you from like it was like last week ish around, right? Or was that? Is that a Whips and Critique? Flame on. Now, what in particular do you want to know on my thoughts? I would say, are you asking for a critique? It's pretty cringe when you are not that good at pencil but still drawing. Nah, don't feel cringe. There's no need to feel cringe. I'd say overall you got a good handle on the forms. The only issue you have is just proportions. That's the only glaring thing I see. The torso is longer than the legs. If you just like shorten the torso by a bit and make up that, for the amount that you shorten the torso, you make the legs to make up for the shortened torso, it'll look good. That's the only thing I see. Because like there's obviously more anatomy like you need to learn, but the form of the thigh, I would say that's the correct form. The form of the lower legs, like the shin, the calves, I would say you did a good job. You got that right. The form of the torso and the pelvis, you got that right. Like the general basic form, you got it correct. The only problem you have is proportion. So yeah, definitely not cringe. You're trying to go for foreshortening. This is a tentacle pit, right? If I'm understanding this correctly, she's in a tentacle pit from her chest down. And so, yeah, okay. So then the way I'm seeing this, I'm seeing it as like a straight on shot. Like we are looking straight at her, because I don't see any indication that the image is angled. If you wanted this to be foreshortened, then I would be needing to see, like, I'm assuming looking from the top down, I would need to see like more of like the top of her head, the top of her shoulder. But I don't see that. I see that you drew it looking straight on. And looking straight on, the only issue I see is proportion. The torso too long, legs too short. If you flip that, it would be great. Her lower legs are angled backwards. If her lower legs were angled backwards, in your drawing, I see that you kind of drew like this is good, by the way, that you did this. You drew like an ellipse that you can kind of see go through her hip line. That's good that you did that. If her legs were leaning back away from us, that ellipse you drew needs to look more closer to a circle, because the more that surface is like angled towards us, the more we see that top surface, and like the more like, here, let me draw it out. I'm over here like explaining in words. I should draw it out. Fill object. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure this is nice and high resolution. Okay, so yeah. No, I understand what you mean. The legs are angled back and away from our view. And so you have something going like this. You have like an ellipse, right? This is like a representation of her hips. So you have ellipse like that. Now, if her hips and legs are supposed to be angled away, this like narrow ellipse needs to be more open. Needs to be more. It's like maybe a bit more open, like that. And as it like opens up, because this is now facing towards us, this down here needs to get smaller because it's going away. So yeah, this come on, stop it, Zbrush. This gives more of an impression that it's going away, while this gives more of an impression that it's like aiming up. So if you wanted like her waist down to be like that, you need to do that. And then that means like the legs, you know, like down here would need to get smaller. Foreshortening is difficult. Foreshortening is very, very difficult because we don't really look at the human figure in like a foreshortened way. And so like your brain will want to do the opposite of what you need to do, because we don't really look at the human body like that. See, so like the legs start to get like really tiny because it's foreshortening, and then I know her chest isn't coming towards us, but just for like the sake of the idea, right? Like if this was like a very foreshortened, like extreme, you know, like we're resting our forehead like right on this person's nose, you know. This is like extreme, like the foreshortening. But besides that, overall, it's a good drawing. Proportion is the only thing you need to watch out for. So yeah, no, don't be hard on yourself. Don't say cringe. Never feel cringe for attempting to improve. What can help a lot with doing foreshortening, because it is difficult. Think of these things as simple objects. Like I drew this is essentially a representation of the pelvis, you know. I drew it as like a tapered cylinder. A tapered cylinder is like so much easier to handle than drawing like an actual waist. And also what you did in your drawing where you drew through the form, keep doing that. Always keep doing that, because that helps you to like plan these forms out and think of them as three-dimensional shapes. The same thing is true like if you need to draw like a torso foreshortened, just think of it as, you know, boxes. You know, we're looking at a foreshortened box over here. This top plane is like the shoulders, you know. Then you got your clavicle coming up here. Like this would be like the general area of where the neck would be, because like, you know, it's foreshortened, right? So it's like really coming at us. You can even like you can even kind of like make it so like the waist is like a box. Boxes are just much easier to handle in perspective. Thanks, Polly, for praising me. let's say you were facing a leg and the knee was slightly bent forward. The lower leg would be facing away from the viewer, right? And make it look smaller. Yeah. The knee would be towards us while the shin is going away. Whoops. Going away from us. So like the knee, oops. The knee is coming towards us. And also always have a reference with you. I don't have a reference in front of me right now. So the knee is like coming towards us. So the knee would be looking almost as big as the back of the thigh. And then this would be the shin. Would be like right there. Kind of making it a little bit on an angle. Then you have the foot back there. So yeah, something like that. Goes right here, the knee coming towards us, and the shin facing down away from us. Pio, sorry. Wait, why are you saying sorry, Pio? Wait, why is Pio saying sorry? Pio, why are you saying sorry? Did you do something in Legend of Zelda? Did you go inside? Did you go inside the temple? Pio, trace the reference. Got it. Zelda no koto? I just. What is Pio going to confess? Pio is like at the moment of going into the first guardian beast. Matte, Pio. Chotto matte. Get back here. Pio. Pio. Nigeru na. Pio. Get back here, Pio. 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 I'm gonna ping her on Discord. Zelda ga waruinda. What did you do? What did you do, Pio? Nani o shimashita ka? Nani o shimashita ka? See you. No. No. 集合順の中に入ったか？入ったか？ She's been playing the game off stream. You should just come over here, drive by. Bill, get back here. Explain yourself. Setsume. Setsume. Explain yourself. Oh, need to move this out. And this one too. Actually, I need to move quite a few of these out. We need to reclaim, whoops. Reclaim some of our lost bordered edges. Now that I think about it, will I make the tail a separate thing that you put in, or just make the tail like part of the skirt? I think I'll make it part of the skirt. Because this leg is raising, we would need to do... Okay, hold on. We need to adjust this to go that way. And then... Oh, damn standard? Wrong brush. I was wondering why that looked weird. Mm-hmm. No, it wouldn't really be an angle like that. Neither like that. Okay, good. I'm not affecting that too much. put a ref in the whip, and I was wondering how to maintain proportions when giving foreshortening in this specific instance. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, it's it's just a shuttle subtle foreshortening. Yeah, just draw them in simple shapes, simple geometrical shapes. Makes it much easier to handle. So I mean, we're kind of looking almost straight. Well, not almost straight on. Like we're a little bit below the waist or the hips. So we're kind of looking up at it a little bit. I'm saying like a little bit of a bottom plane. Like this would be where the crotch is. And let's see. Top of the hip joint will be there, and let's say, dots are kind of a good way to get proportions, right? So the knee would be like right there, and then ankle will be like right there, and you got top of the toe right there. Generally, you always use the other side as a point of reference, and then the other knee is like kind of going behind there, and then this leg, there's two kinds of foreshortening going on. There's the knee coming towards us, and then there's this ankle going away from us. So it's going to be a little bit higher than where this ankle is. And then you got the toes like down there. But because like the distance is not that great, it's not going to be like a huge difference in like sizes. What's going to like give the illusion of depth more is the fact that this leg, well, you can't see my cursor moving, that this leg is overlapping this leg. And so you just look to try and make geometrical shapes. Like the knee is kind of blocky, It's like kind of blocky like this. And blocks, squares, rectangles, they are easier to draw in perspective than something that is round. So it's kind of going like that, right? And then like the hip right here is like it's like a cylinder. We're looking at it like that. And so bring this in here. And then like the shin, right? If you imagine like the top cap of the shin, it's like cylinder. That the top, it's like looking towards us, and the bottom just a little bit more. And then it's like the same deal for the other side. Let me darken that so we know which side is the front. The good thing about this portion is just gotta bring it in because this knee is covering the knee in the back. And because this shin is going away from us compared to this bottom cap, we'll see it more as like a circle, like more of an open circle, because this surface right here is pointing at us. More detail to give the viewer a better idea of the forms. yeah, it's details in the edge of the shape. In this case, it's more about overlapping. Overlapping is giving the sense that this is in front of this, right? So usually, you know, you would try to make this like a little bit more higher contrast to show that this is in front of that. But before you even get to that point, you need to think in 3D, you know? Think that this is a box. Box is pointing this way. The top portion, or the top face of what is essentially the shin, is pointing, it's like pointing this way, you know. This right here is the bottom plane of the crotch, and we are looking slightly, ever so slightly up this way. Like our eye level is like somewhere around here. And so like this is like above our eye level, and this is like below our eye level. Oh, I'm not drawing this in proportion to that drawing. The drawing, her legs are longer, and I made these hips like wide. I'm just trying to prove a point on, think, if you're dealing with foreshortening, think basic shapes, you know? Think the fact that these are essentially cylinders. The legs are essentially cylinders. This knee is pretty much a box. Let's see, this is almost like pointing towards us. So it's like, see, this, if I draw like a rubber band around this thigh, this cylinder is like, I mean, this circle is more like an oval. Whereas since this leg is coming at us, if I put a rubber band around it, it's a little bit bigger, right? Because it's facing us, while this is facing down. So if you want to get a handle on foreshortening, ignore the anatomical details, the shading, all of that stuff. Like, ignore that and try to think of it as just a cylinder, a circle, a cube. You start with that to get you to lay in like the foreshortening correctly, and then you can go over it with the anatomical details, the anatomical forms, right? Because the leg is not straight like that. The leg is gonna have like, you know, this fat that comes out here, right? And then the knees, the calf muscle is gonna come out and go like that. But that cylinder shape that's in here, you want to get that first. When trying to work with like foreshortening, it's much easier to foreshorten a cube and a cylinder than it is to like foreshorten a human body from the get-go. It's difficult. It doesn't get any easier no matter how good you get. You just get better at doing it. The challenge will always be there, but you'll get better at handling that challenge. Basic shapes. Yep, work with basic shapes first. And then you can draw over the basic shape of the thing that you want to draw. But basic shapes is everything. Let's move this out. Need to make sure that this will slot in easy. Primarily the back, because I'm thinking about like when you're putting this piece in here, now I promise I'm not doing this so you get like a better view. I'm doing this so that I can like at least guarantee that people will be able to, when they're printing this, they can come on, they can have the pieces go in just fine. Whoa, why is that? When did this happen? Maybe it happened when I was smoothing. I don't know, I need to design that better. Yeah. No. My bad. I work tomorrow and about 6 hours to sleep. Thank you for entertaining my DRL. Oh, no problems, no problems. I think I'm about to end it here as well, because I have quite a few errands I need to run today. Let me just do this really quick. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Ending it a tad bit earlier than usual. Got some errands I gotta run. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. And I will see you again Monday. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.